Okay, can you? Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, guys, sorry for the technical problem. So we're going to wait a couple more minutes. I'm going to send a link that Jenso just gave me. Okay, let me send some people in our group now. That was a weird technical issue here. Okay, so we're going to start in a couple minutes. Okay. Okay, now the link. Do we have some people now? All right. Oh. Post. No, still nobody now. Huh? People didn't join yet. Did you give me the right link?
Yeah. I'll send you again. You have Skype on, eh?
Yeah, enter the webinar. Okay. Okay, look like we're Eric coming. So from I think 708, we have one back. Thanks for sticking along, Eric. Sorry about the problem. We had like all the computer problem you can have in at the same time. Look like we had all the updates and okay, so we got a couple of people now coming. Okay, so guys, we're going to restart this session. We're going to record it. And I guess the people that missed it will send them the recording. So thanks for coming. Sorry again for the technical issues. So today we have a very, very important session. Jenso, can you please send me the link of the PowerPoint presentation? Thanks. So today we have a very important session. We're going to discuss about how to use ClickFunnels. Okay, we really want you guys to work with ClickFunnels. Why? Because it works amazingly. Over the last year and a half, we got over 6,000 leads using ClickFunnels. Okay, those funnels use listing funnel or money machine. They help you get leads. You can automate everything. Last year we sold a 80 feet yacht in 3 months. We got $30,000 commission. This year we got a 65 feet yacht in 5 weeks. Amazing commission. Also, right now we got $10 million of listings in just 4 funnels. Okay, and now I'm just talking for myself, not even talking about the results of our clients. So those things works amazingly. We want you guys to start using it. Okay, so I'm going to show you what's the plan for today. Now, if you have a question before I start, can you guys hear me properly? If you can say yeah, look like we're good to go. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Look like, okay. How to create your very own lead generating listing funnel. Okay. You are going to be a little bit uncomfortable at the beginning. It's normal, just like we were. But once you know how to do it, every time you have a listing, boom, 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 you can create a funnel and they can be a fantastic tools. Then you can help people sell some stuff. Let me show you an example right now. Last week, I cannot reveal you who it was or where it was, but last week, Simon went to Switzerland. We got that billionaire selling cars. The photo is loading here. And he's got this huge collection of cars. Why it's not loading? Okay, you can see that. That's a private collection. The guy has 70 cars. Okay, and he wanted to sell this Rolls Royce. And we say, okay, no worry, we're going to help you. We're going to do a funnel. Okay, so the good thing about once you know how to do funnel is one day you want to sell your house, one day you want to help a friend sell something, one day you want to sell, of course, your boats and your listings, you want to get more listings. You can, once you know how to get those skills, you can apply them all the times. Okay. But there is different steps to use. Okay. And we want you guys to use step by step. So the first step you need to do is, in order to create a funnel, you need to populate the funnel with digital information about the specific product you're selling. And here we're talking about boats. So it's very important that you capture nice imagery, either if it's yourself or you hire some photographer to do it. But the first thing I want to really emphasize, guys, is you need stunning pictures. Now, don't hire, let me give you a tip. Don't hire a boating photographer because you're usually too expensive. What you can do is you can hire real estate photographers. They are much cheaper. Okay, I want to show you an example. Like, this is one of my clients. I'm not going to reveal the name, but last year I was on their website and I saw a photo of one of the listings. I couldn't believe it. And the guy sell a big yacht. That was like a decent, I think it's like a Sundancer 40 something. It's $1 million yacht. I mean, look at the photo, guys. We cannot accept that. So your role as a broker is to either know how to take great imagery or hire the right people how to do it. You cannot spend a fortune. Now you can do things very cheap. Let me give you an example about the rolls. So we send one of our photographers, Simon, to photograph the rolls. Here's the photo before. Then I go into Fiverr, ask them to do a little, remove the background, and this photo cost me like $2 to get this done. You see? Now I got a beautiful photo of the car for $2. I even asked them for a logo. It's not finished yet because they have to put the $5 it cost me for that. Okay? So you have no excuse. Today you have so many tools online that you can use, but you need to enhance. If you want to have a nice listing, you need to have nice material to work with. I like to take the analogy of a cooking recipe. If you buy shitty ingredients, you're not going to make a beautiful, great recipe. Okay? You need to buy good quality ingredients, and then you will make a fabulous recipe. So it's the same. Okay? So we'll talk a little bit about that, but here's the things we're going to cover in 2-day training. So how to create your data room. What is your data room? Your data room is the folder, basically the CloudShare folder that will hold all the information about your listing. So I'm going to show you some specific example after that. When you have a boat, let's say if you want to list a $2 million boat for a client, one of their first responsibilities is capturing material about this boat so you can show it some prospective buyers. So capture some still imagery, capture some video, capture the maintenance report, the survey, and you put that in what we call a data room, which you gather all the information, okay? Now, once you have all this information ready, because in the case of our Rolls-Royce, this was my raw picture, the raw picture, and then I use Fiverr, and then I get my process picture, okay? And now, literally, guys, I paid $20 for 20 photos. So it's $2 a photo to do that. So you have no excuse to not provide good material for your clients nowadays. Okay? Taking photo is easy. You can get a tutorial. You can go on Udemy. You can get a $20 lesson, and you spend a couple hours and you learn how to take nice quality photo. But I'll do maybe some little trainings about that. But okay, so that's very important. You understand that. Now, once you have your photo and your digital materials that is organized, what do? We're going to teach you how to download the listing funnel, how to download a template, because we don't want you guys to create it. Okay? What we want is we want you guys to copy one of our own, because it works great and it'll be faster for you guys. Now, once you upload your listing funnel, you're going to populate it with all the material from your data room, okay? And then we'll show you how to go live, and we'll do a final review. This training might feel a little bit overwhelming for you guys. Don't worry. Everything we start Everything we begin with, we suck at it at the beginning. It's normal. But with a little bit of practice, you'll get better, and eventually you'll be able to create your own funnel very easily. Okay, and we'll help you. We want to help you guys. So if you have a question, you call us, Junso or I. We go on Skype with you guys. We spend 15, 20 minutes, half an hour. Doesn't matter how long it takes, but we're going to help you guys to launch your funnel. We want to see you guys have your own funnel, sales funnel, so you're going to sell more boats and automate everything. Okay. Next. So how to create and prepare your data room. What is a data room? Actually, before we're going to talk about the data room, I want to talk to you guys briefly about why funnels are important today. And I have a couple of examples here that I want to show you. They're important because multiple listing sites are not working very well. Here is an example that I took here on a multiple listing sites. You see everything that I highlighted in pink are the links that take you out of your listings. And only 4 links here, 1, 2, 3, 4, take you in your listing. I was talking to, I heard information from a broker yesterday in our group, in our Facebook group. He said that for every 1,000 view on AdWords, he get 1 leads. The results are very low. In our listing funnels, guys, for 100 people that look at it, usually we get 4 or 5 people that opt in. So you get so much higher results. Okay. Next. Why? Because there is too much competition on AdWords. This is what one of your listings look like on AdWords. It's just like a fish in a school of fish. There are 115,000 boats on AdWords. They all look like the same. Okay. Also, there's way too many listings out there. A company like Pop Yacht, I was reading their things. Nowadays, they are one of the best companies to sell boats. I think they sold 250 boats last month, so they are one of the biggest brokerage. They say they advertise about 262 different multiple listing sites. It's just crazy. What does that mean? 162 means there is no efficiency in the listing site, and mainly they get their sales from social media, from Facebook. That's why one of the main things we use, guys, is Facebook. So now the funnel has to be designed mobile first. You're going to think of mobile first. Why? Because don't think desktop and then think mobile. You're going to think mobile and then think desktop, because usually 50-60% of your traffic will come from mobile. So it's very important when you design that they work on mobile. Okay? And this is the 2 principles that we're using for the listings. So old school marketing methods or listings, both are dead. So MLS not working that good, magazines not working that good, boat show not working as much as they used to. Okay, they're still working a little bit. I don't ask you to stop everything and just do funnel, but your main activity should be funnel. And second is the fastest and easier way to make people look and buy your boat is to simply isolate. It's called isolation effect in marketing. Okay? Because when you isolate a product, you have so much more interest for it than it's not. You also need to make sure to emotionally attach. There is always try to create an emotional connection with your listings. For instance, one of my clients last year, he had this photo. There is no emotional connection here. So ugly. You don't even want to go boating. So we go on Fiverr, we change the background, boom, the photo gets much better. And we did that for a couple bucks. Okay? Or this one. We took the listing from a client. So this is a client address. And this is a boat we wanted to sell them. We'll go ask somebody to Photoshop their address from Google Earth, add the boat in the front, and you send John your clothes and you sink. When you see something like this, you're much more emotionally attached to the product. Okay? So it's really important to understand why we do that. Sales funnel is the best way right now to sell boats in 2017. So let's go back to our data room now, that we have a little bit of an understanding of why we're doing that. In your data room is basically a folder. Cloud folder was all the info about the boats. Now you can use Dropbox, you can use Google Storage, you can use whatever, or OneDrive, I think from Microsoft. Use whatever you want. But we recommend to do it on the cloud. Why? Because if you lose your computer, or if maybe a broker you work with can access it, it's easy to access, okay? Now, what do you have inside that folder? You have the raw and edited stills, the raw and edited video, the floor plan, the testimonials. Testimonial from what? From boating journalists that wrote an article about the boat. So imagine you selling a Maritimo 60 right now. Just find an article about the Maritimo 60 and find a nice or one or two nice lines from a journalist and add them into your listing. You add social proof. Find which website, which magazine the Maritimo 60 has been featured and add their logo as social proof. If you have a virtual tour, add the virtual tour. Add specs, description, survey, manual, maintenance report. You want to have everything in that data room. So here's an example of a data room here. You see data room Sunseeker Manhattan 73. We got more stills, floor plan, magazine logo, video. And here I got a little PDF with my virtual tour link, PDF with my testimonial, PDF with my specs, and PDF with my description. So now everything is ready. You see, I have all the information here. I just need to now populate my template, and it will be very fast for me to create my funnel. Now, if you don't do data room at the beginning, it's kind of like starting a cooking recipe. And in the middle of the cooking recipe, you realize, oh, I don't have any flour. I need to go to Walmart to buy some flour. It'll mess you up because when you come back, you don't remember if you have put the salt. Maybe the milk that you put is now rotten, or you know what I mean? You need to prepare the ingredients first. I need to make sure to have quality ingredients. That's what the role of the data room. So data room comes first. And then start building the funnel, okay? So that's an idea of a data room. Now here is, I put that together quickly. It still needs to be designed, but here is an overview of how the funnel works. Social media ads, that's mainly how we drive traffic to a funnel. We have a compelling ad. Let me show you an example of an ad. I thought I had one. Yeah, that's an example of an ad. You see, welcome aboard. You put some little icon like this. Okay. Okay, thank you, Sherry. Sorry. Okay. So, okay, you put some little icon like this. And then once you have that, you run that into Facebook ad. Now, so let me go back to my plan. So that's your compelling ad. Now, when you click on the ad, you land on the funnel. The funnel, information parity, remember in our course we talk about information parity, has a lot of visual information about the boat with a lot call to action also. Call to action, if you want to access all those information, you're going to have to enter your information. Once you enter your information, email sequence fire up with Woodpecker. And then as soon as they contact you, either by direct mail, email, phone, social media messaging, messenger, WhatsApp, text, you keep working with them. Either you can work with them until you sell the boat, or they become fun because they realize you offered them a great experience. And then they repeat the process. Those people, those fans, eventually one day they'll see another ad and another funnel, and here also you can retarget them. Now the whole process might feel a little bit overwhelming for you, but don't worry because we're going to explain you everything step by step. And even if you take a few weeks, don't worry. But at the end, once you know how to do that, that's really when the magic is going to happen. Okay? So, next, I'm going to hand you guys to Junso. Junso is going to keep going and show you exactly how to connect your template and fill up your template. Okay, so I hope you like that. I try to be brief, I try to be fast, but I wanted to give you an overview of what we're doing today. So let me stop my screen. I'm going to stop. I'll talk to you at the end.
Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? Okay, great. So if you guys can see the screen, I'm going to be your guy that's going to run you through the technical side of making your listing funnel template, and I'm going to walk you through it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to minimize my screen a little bit. Okay, make that separate over here. All right, let's get started. I'll put my questions there. Okay, so first step is what you do is you're going to go to this link over here. Are you guys in front of a computer? If you guys are in front of a computer, you guys can go to this link right here. Start at yachtsacademy.com. I'll put that in the chat box. And once you go there, you will see this. So we have created a template that we use ourselves for our boat listings. And we are going to give this to you so that you can use this for yourself. We use ClickFunnels because it is a very easy and convenient way for us to edit things fast, and also it's a very effective way to integrate with other marketing methods. So if you don't have a ClickFunnels account, you can click here on click to sign up, and if I log out here, let's go back to that link. Okay, go back, click on that. You will come to this page, and you can click on a free trial, and for 14 days you can try it for free. And within 14 days you pay nothing, and you'll be able to make your own funnel, and you'll be able to put everything and test everything out and just kind of see everything go live. So that way you can test it out yourself. Let's say you have your ClickFunnels account. Now what you can do is you can click here and access template. So let's quickly sign in.
Welcome to the Click.
Okay, that's cool. Give me a second. Sorry, guys. Want to log in. And once we're in, it's going to show up as shared funnels being processed. So I've already done and already got it completed. So I'm going to click on that view funnel. And now that funnel is on your account. You can see it, you can play with it, and you can edit things and move stuff around. Now, this is the first step that we're going to take to downloading our listing funnel template. The second step is now going to be customizing the template to turn it into your very own listing funnel. And you're going to need your ClickFunnels account and then also your data room. So I'm going to give you an example of the data room. This is a data room that we're going to use for one of our listings, the Sunseeker Manhattan 73. That's exactly the same funnel we have here. So that's the text we have. We have description. This is kind of the benefits of the boat, the cool things, the unique parts, the specs, and things that they may need to know. And also we have the specs of the boat. We have testimonials that we found online. And we have a virtual tour, but that's not necessary. So we have edited stills over here, floor plans, magazines, videos. So what you're going to do is when you have a data room completed, whoever is working on your funnel, or maybe for example, let's say you're working on the funnel. I see Eric already has an account. Great. Well, then you can just download the funnel template straight into your account. When you have that done, what you're going to do is you're going to download a photo that you want to put in your funnel. And let's say we download this. And we're going to download it. That's in our download section now. Put it on desktop. Now we're going to go back to ClickFunnels, and we'll end up here. And we're going to click on Edit Page. Okay. That is loading. So if you have any questions, make sure you put that into the chat box so I can answer those questions. So now we're here. Now we're able to change things, change the text, change the logos, duplicate it, delete things, and we're able to pretty much do anything we want with it. So the first thing is you're going to need to change photos, and you're going to need to also change the headlines. I usually start with changing the photos. For example, let's say we want to change the photo in this section right here. The way ClickFunnels works is basically it goes by section, that's the green stuff over here, and then it goes by rows, which is the blue, and then it goes by elements. So let me show you an example. Let's say we want to add in a section. We click on the green and we do one of the sections, and that's just one section created. Now we can add a new row. New row, we can choose the amount of columns in each row. And in each row, we can choose the amount of columns. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And depending on the row, depending on how many columns there are, there's different methods you can put stuff in. So let's say we want to do 2 columns. You can see that there's one row, that's the horizontal, and the vertical are the columns. And we can add elements by clicking on elements and adding headlines, images, videos, and buttons. Now, that's really getting into the nitty-gritty parts of it. You don't really need to know that. All you need to understand is you just merely need to be able to just replace photos and replace text. Okay, so what we're going to do is, let's say we want to change the headline. Then you will change the headline of your boat to whatever the name of your boat is. And maybe let's say you have a tagline for the boat. Then you will put the tagline of the boat right here and type something in. Tagline. And let's say you have a logo. So same thing, I'm going to show you how to import photos into ClickFunnels so you can start using it in your funnels. So for example, that is an image. You go to gear, you hover over the image, you go to gear, you click on the gear, and the side thing is going to pop up, which all the options that we can do to edit. So right now, if you click on image over here, this will highlight up. Click on that, and now this pops up. ClickFunnels will host all your photos for you, and then you can use them anytime in any funnel you want. So we extracted a photo and we put it on desktop from the Sunseeker. So what we're going to do now is we're going to click over here. It says drag and drop images here to upload. We're going to click on that, and we're going to find a photo that we want to use. So that's the photo I downloaded off of the data room, and we're going to click on that, open, and it's going to start uploading onto ClickFunnels. Give that a second. Okay, now since that's now up, that photo, you can see onto your left, the photo of the Sunseeker. We'll click it and highlight it with blue, and we can now click, if you go to your right, add image. Now that photo is now right there. Now, obviously, that's not where you want to add a photo, but that's the way you can change photos. You can do the same thing with your logos. You can upload your logos. And for example, we can click on one of the logos we have uploaded here already and add image. Oops. Add image. And now the logo is added. That is how you change photos. It's very simple. Every single image you can see here is replaceable. So for example, this right here, the little difference is just if it's either in a section, which is green, or it's an element, which is orange. So let me show you how to change the background photos of a section. So you go here, click on gear, that is to your right. I'll show that again. You hover over here to your right, and you'll see the green thing pop up. Click on the gear, and you'll see the side section pop up. Now it says BG image. That stands for background image. We're going to click on the image icon. And let's say we want to change it to this photo that we already uploaded. So we're going to click on that. It's going to highlight, and that we're going to add image. And there we go. We have added the photo into that section. Now let's say we want to make this section bigger or smaller. Then we go to gear again, and we go down, and there's something called padding. We can add room to the bottom, or we can shrink the room to the bottom. And that's one way you can control the size of a section. Now this right here is also this exact same as this one right here. You basically just hover over the photo like that, and you will see the gear pop up, and go to settings, and you can replace photos simply by clicking the photos again and adding image. Same thing applies to all these other ones. You go to gear, setting, image, click the image, add image, and then you're there. So that is the basic of how to replace images in this funnel. All you need to do is replace all these photos with your photos, and you're good to go. And this photo right here, the engine photo is just something we just got off the internet, which is the same type of engine that this boat has. But it can be a picture of your engine room, or it can be simply a photo you got off the internet. That is the engine. And the yacht layout that you have in your data room, you'll also need to upload them. Now, here's the unique thing about these. These aren't just images like these. Images aren't clickable, but these are something called pop-up images. So when you click on settings, you'll see there's something called thumbnail and something called full size. I'm going to show you an example of what that actually looks like. We will click on preview. So preview is over here. And we're going to scroll down quickly. Stop the video. And you'll see that. Now you'll see that photos haven't been changed yet because we haven't clicked on save. So you see these photos aren't clickable. But when you come down here to the layouts, you'll see that these are actually clickable. So these are the thumbnail size, and when you click them, they blow up to be full size. So the way you do that, you change that photo with your layout. So you'll need to download them from the data room that you have compiled together, your floor plans, download them, and you'll need to upload them into ClickFunnels. You'll click on settings over here, and you'll click here, and you'll click the photo that you want to change, the floor plans that you've uploaded into here. Let's see if I can find a floor plan that we can put in. Yeah, it might take some time to find one. So basically, you would choose the photo that you want that is the right floor plan, and you basically upload that, which is you upload it to here. You click here, upload it.
Can you type floor plan in the search? So
Floor plan to the search.
search like that.
Yeah, of course. Floor plan. Oops. Oh, there we go. So let's just choose one of these floor plans. Click here. Click on that. It's now selected. We'll now add image. And there we go. But that's not the only part you got to do. We've just changed only the thumbnail. What we need to do is go back and click on full size over here and replace it with the same photo. Or else you're gonna get different photos when people click on it. Searching through. There we go. Click on that photo and image. And then now, when you save it, and you click on preview, when you click on that, that'll just be a blown up version of that. Testimonials.
Sorry, can you talk about saving?
Saving.
How often do you recommend saving?
So ClickFunnels automatically saves every 5 minutes by itself. But I recommend that you save whenever you make an important change. For example, text especially. Images is very easy to fix. Once you upload it onto ClickFunnels, you can always replace them. But the most difficult part is when you're changing big amount of text. That stuff you can't just upload, re-upload. So make sure you save after every change that you make to the text. Then I could recommend that you click save.
Is there a way to go back also?
Ready to go back and reverse?
Yes.
There is a way. I'll show you that right now. So I just click save. All those changes we made will appear right now. And we're going to go back, click exit. And then there's a little gearbox down here. It's called edit page split test settings. Don't let that lame intimidate you. Just click on that. And there's something called vision history. The last 5 saves in the past 30 days. And we just saved a minute ago, right? So we can preview that version, see what that looked like. And you'll see that that's the version that we haven't made any changes to. Currently, right now, our version looks like this. We have the green line, logo, we have the same photos. But let's say we want to restore the previous version. We're going to go back here into the edit page split test settings, click on that, and we're going to click on restore. And it'll restore by itself. There we go. Now, once you have gone through the funnel, the main funnel, which is the opt-in page, and you've changed everything. It's loading a little bit. You change everything from the logo, the text, to the background photos, which is right here on the settings right here. You can change those photos. Once you've gone and changed that, and also the video, if you have a video, you can also change it, but simply, if you have a YouTube link, you can link it here, or you can just simply embed it. You can also change the text just by clicking on the button, and it says button text, change that. But that text you don't need to change because that's just very universal. And you just change the text by simply clicking it and moving things around and changing it. That's all you need to do to edit this page. The same will apply to the thank you page. So I'm going to show you the thank you page now. So we cannot stress the importance of actually creating the data room because, like Vincent said, when you don't have the ingredients to fit stuff together, this process will take a long time. So make sure you have everything that you need inside in one place, and everything is ready.
The data room is organized also.
Yes, and make sure.
You can put the name. It's very important. For instance, when we were looking for floor plan, you see we just, in the photo, we just searched for floor plan and we found it. If we didn't put the name, it would have been difficult to find it.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. So make sure you have the data room ready so that you can just plug stuff in and you're good to go. So the thank you page, we'll click on edit page. And we'll see it loads the page. Same thing here, just change the photos by going to the gearbox and uploading the photos and just changing it. Change the text by just clicking on it. But if you guys don't have, any videos to offer, then maybe you guys still have some brochures to offer. So let's say you have a full spec and price sheet. Then there's a button here that gets them there. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. So we go over here, let it load. And when we click on download the full specs price here, we'll click that. And that will redirect to a PDF of the price and of the boat itself. So how do we do that? So if you have it hosted already, you can basically click on settings and click on set action. It says go to URL. You just switch this URL around with your URL. But for example, let's say you don't have a link to your PDF. Then what you will do is you'll just simply, in your data room, let's say you uploaded that, you'll click on with your PDF and you click on share, and you'll need to edit that part. You'll probably own the file, so you'll need to edit that part, and you'll need to copy link, and you'll need to put it into settings, set action, and put it in to here. And when people click it, it will now redirect to your PDF. Now make sure you save it because you don't want to lose your progress.
Now, what about if you want to have a hard copy, downloadable?
Downloadable hard copy?
Yes.
That's either way. If you use Google, people will be able to download it right away. So we have update over here. For example, let's say you have your funnel made, but you want to update something. You can just simply update stuff by clicking and changing stuff, or we made a box here called update on that date. And basically we have updated with new photos and new changes. But if you don't need that new update right away, you can just go to settings and just hide that thing away. And also hide this one away. Click on settings on that row and click hide. Okay, we're good to go. Now that's hidden. Make any changes. That's the location, specs, put it again, a little short description of engine and performance. We put the same button again. So basically what I did there is I got this button, I clicked on clone. Right here you can see the little double paper. Click on clone, and basically you can drag things around. Just click, hold, and drag, and you can move all the elements around you. So I'm going to quickly delete that. Now same thing here. This is the same thing you're going to do with the opt-in page that we already edited. Just click on the photo. Make sure you upload your photo and add your photo into both of these sections. Both of them here. Add photos. And this section is the gallery. This is where you're going to really showcase your boat. And this is where people who are more visually, who want more visual, this is where you can really capture people's attention. This is the same element as these. So all you're going to do is you're going to click on it, And click on it. If it loads. And it's going to slow a little bit. You'll click on it, settings, and you will need to edit the thumbnail and the full-size image just by uploading those photos in, and just swap them around with you can replace our photos with your photos and you're good to go. So you may be wondering why it says desktop only. It's saying desktop only because this will only show on desktops and not mobile. So I don't know why it's so slow.
One thing that I want to add, Junso, is it's very important for SEO and for also usability. Every time they build a funnel, that the size of the photos they upload on the funnel is low. So for that, they can use tinypng.com. So
tinypng.
tinypng.com. Okay, so every time you
That's a great point.
build a funnel, you gotta process your photo in tinypng.com.
We'll actually go to that site right now. So let's go to tinypng.com. And before you put all your photos, into ClickFunnels, make sure you run it through here so that your photos are nicely compressed so that they actually don't slow down your site. So you want to run it through here before you upload them all onto ClickFunnels. That's a great point. So moving on, let's say you have a walkthrough video. Simply click on the setting and you'll put your walkthrough video in there or embed it. So that is how you edit and customize your funnel. Let's go back.
Now I have a question for you, Junso. What if they have, at some point, they have a technical issue? What do you recommend?
If they have a technical issue?
They have something
So this is going to be the best plan of action. ClickFunnels has a great support team. So you'll see here that they have a support thing that pops up somewhere here. Oh, there it is. So if you see here, there's a little blue bubble. You click on that, and you click on New Conversation, and you'll be able to ask them any type of question you want regarding technical issues so that they can go in, take a look at your funnel, or go in, take a look at a technical issue, and be able to give you concise and precise answers. And they might even teach you things that you might not have known. So that is how you edit.
Okay, good. I wanted to add something about that.
Template. So
if you encounter a problem, and most likely you will, because every time we start something new, we often have difficulties, and there are some barriers of improvement. So the first time you encounter a difficulty, I will really try to encourage you to fix it on your own. Okay, guys? Trying to maybe Google it, trying to calm down a couple of minutes and trying to really think, step back a little bit the funnel, don't get too frustrated and trying to fix it on your own. If that doesn't work, try ClickFunnels support. ClickFunnels support is great. They take a couple hours to get back to you, usually because they're quite busy, but they're still great. If it's still not working, or if it's you need a little bit more help, you can go on Fiverr, Fiverr, and you tap the keyword ClickFunnels. There are a lot of people on Fiverr that are ClickFunnels specialists that will be able to help you. Okay. Another thing that you can do also is just ask us, ask Junso or I, and we can just pop on a Skype call and give your hand, or you can share the screen with us and we can give your hand, and we'll be very happy to do that. So this is what I wanted to discuss quickly about how to troubleshoot when you have an issue.
Yep, awesome. So once we're done that, we're going to talk about how to make a listing funnel go live. So this part might get a tiny bit complex, but we're going to go slow. And what we're going to do is we're going to give your funnel an actual domain name. So an actual domain name, for example, That right there is an actual domain name instead of having a bunch of random characters. So it's quite simple if you actually go through it slow, and you'll see that it isn't actually as hard as you think it is. So we'll go to a domain provider. The one I use is GoDaddy. And we're going to look for your boat name. So for example, let's look up Sunseeker before. Let's say we want to buy that domain name, and that's available. So you simply click on the checkbox and you click on add to cart. And you'll need to go buy your Sunseeker or your domain name. And once you buy it, now you can go back to your account and click on manage my domain.
Why don't you buy? We can get refunded after.
You want me to buy right now?
Yeah. So
you know what? Let me show you guys.
Real. You know, like in
You're right.
They just buy it. We'll give it. We'll cancel after I call them.
Yeah, of course. So I'll just buy this domain name right now, and we'll continue cart. And say no to these because these are stuff that you don't actually really need. No thanks, no thanks. Continue. And oh, I don't know what's going on right there. All right. Oh, okay. So when you're buying a CA, a Canadian domain name, they make you go through this whole process. So just buy .com or .co. It's going to save you a lot of headaches. So we usually go for 1 year. And we don't usually get to protect your privacy. This will actually protect your name, phone, email. If you don't use this, it'll be all public. But we don't really usually worry about that because these are funnels that we bring up and then we come down later. So it's $15. We'll just go complete purchase. And we now have bought funnel.
So normally you enter your PayPal and credit card, but we already entered it before, so that's why. Yes.
So let's go back to our account, our main site, home. We'll click on the main icon over here. We're going to manage my domains. Now that domain name should be in your account. So we're going to look for it. There it is. Click on that. And there it is. We now have access to editing this domain name. Now that's step one. That's all you need to do for step one. Step two, let's go back. You'll need something called Cloudflare. Cloudflare is just a redirect company that will protect your site from people who are trying to hack your website or people who are trying to do harm by taking your personal info. So we'll go to Cloudflare. Just Google cloudflare.com. And you'll end up over here. And usually you can click on sign up and you can create an account. And that's it. You just make your account. And once you're on your account, you will log in. And on your right, there's something called add site. So you'll click on add site and you'll enter in your domain name that you just bought. So sunseeker34.com. You'll copy that and you will enter that in right here and it'll begin to scan. So while that is doing its thing, let's see if we have any questions.
So is that mandatory, Cloudflare?
It is mandatory to connect and have your own domain name. It's It's also recommended because simply of security reasons.
And do you have to pay for it?
It's completely free,
It's completely
so it's good. You don't have to worry, it's completely free. So it says, can you share your ClickFunnels session with support easily? Can you share your ClickFunnels session with support easily? Eric, could you clarify the question a little bit more?
Oh, I responded.
You said, let's usually respond after a couple hours. It might not be live. It's kind of email
They will jump
troubleshooting.
in live with you on your funnel. Usually they will look at your funnel and get back to you, right? So it's kind of like email troubleshooting.
Yeah, it really is kind of like email troubleshooting. Sometimes, depending on your package, if you buy the higher package, which is actually more expensive, they actually give you priority support. So they will live chat with you and look at your funnel. If you have the basic package, it's usually a little bit slower. Oh, okay, yeah. They don't do live active sessions. So I guess Vincent has answered that question. So we go back here, and it's all scanned and is now good to go. We can now continue setup. So you'll click on continue setup, and don't let all this unknown stuff confuse you. It's very easy once you get to know how to do it. So, a really good document to know how to do this, and you can always refer back, is simply look for ClickFunnels, and look up ClickFunnels custom domain. If you just Google that, it'll be the first thing that's going to pop up is custom domain manual setup advanced. They call it advanced, but it's not really that advanced because that's the only way for you to set up this for your own domain name. So this will actually show you how to do it step by step as well. But I'm just going to show you through a video, so because it might be easier to learn it that way. So we have it here. We need to get rid of stuff that we don't need. So what will we get rid of? We will get rid of the CNAME www that has the orange. Just get rid of everyone that has the orange cloud with a line through it. So we'll click on X. We'll click on X. That's all that we have left. Now what we have to do is we have to add those back, but we have to add it back with the ClickFunnels, with it redirecting to ClickFunnels. So it will show you over here. It says step 4, add CNAME records. It will say select CNAME from the drop-down menu on the left. So we'll click on CNAME, and it says type @ in the name field. We'll click on @ and it says add domain name. It will also give you the domain name that you'll type in. It says target.clickfunnels.com. Just copy that, put that in there, and that will stay the same. And we'll click on add record. Now there we go. You see the orange cloud right there? It means it's active. We'll do the same thing, except we'll add now a www in the same domain name, target.clickfunnels.com. And we will also keep that the same and add record. That is all you need to do. That is all you need to do to continue on to the next step. Continue. Now, they try to get you on the business plan and the enterprise website. You don't need to. They're just trying to make money. So just go to free website, and it will do the job perfectly. Continue. Now, this is the step that you're going to now jump in back to GoDaddy. So this is how you do it. You're going to go back to GoDaddy. You're going to click on the domain name that you've bought, and you're going to scroll down, and you're going to look at additional settings. There's something called Manage DNS. DNS stands for Domain Name Server. You click on that, and it will show you a bunch of other stuff. You don't need to worry about that stuff. Go scroll down and you'll go to name servers. I want you to click on change. We're now connecting Cloudflare with your domain name now. So we're going to click on not default, but custom. And we're going to paste in, you see these two slots? We're going to paste these two in. Guys, we're almost there. We're just about done. Paste that in there. Same with the other one. You'll copy that and you'll paste that in there. Make sure there's no spaces. And you'll click on save. There we go. It's saved. Now we'll go back to Cloudflare and we're going to click on continue. Now we are just about done here. We're going to do a few checks and we'll be able to make your funnel go live. So we're going to click on crypto up here. That's the fourth one. We're going to check if it's full. Yes, that's full. Perfect. The next part is we're going to click on page rules. This is what's going to allow our domain name to constantly forward. So if people search up the domain name that you just bought, it will always go to the ClickFunnels funnel that you made. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on create page rules. This might seem complex. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to look back and refer back to the document. And I'll go back to step. That's on step number 6. And you click on page rules. And it says type in your domain name in the following format. www.yourdomainname/star. So let's copy that. We'll paste that into here. And we will put our domain name inside. Sunseeker. Okay, we're good with that. Now we're going to click on add a setting. So if you refer back here, select forward URL from the drop-down menu. So the drop-down menu you will get after you click that. Pick a setting. We're going to scroll down and we're going to click on forwarding URL. Click on forwarding URL. And refer back. We're going to need 301 per minute to redirect. So we're going to click on 301 per minute redirect and re-enter your domain in the following format. HTTPS, your domain name /$1, copy that. We'll put in here. We'll replace the your domain with our domain. And just double check if it's correct. Looks correct to me. We'll save and deploy. And there we go. Now that's done. Now that you're pretty much 90% done here. All you do now is go back to overview, recheck name servers, and there we go. It is now active. It's connected with ClickFunnels. All you got to do now is go to ClickFunnels and say that you own this domain. So we'll copy that. Let's go back to ClickFunnels over here. Oops. ClickFunnels over here. And if you scroll down, there's funnels, Actionetics, backpack, and account. If you have the cheaper package, you won't have Actionetics or backpack. If you click on it, if you have the cheaper package, they'll try to sell you, but you won't. It's not necessary to have. So if you go to accounts, you go to the third option, and it's called custom domains. Click on that. And you click on add new domain and use existing domain. Don't click on that. Click on manual advanced setup and paste in your sunseeker34.com. And what you're going to do is remember the funnel you created. Do you remember the name? So basically find the name of the funnel. It was called YSA. And listing funnel. So I have a few versions over here, but this one is the one. You click on opt-in. That's the first page. That's the root of the URL. So if people search that URL, sunseeker34.com, the first page they'll land on is that first page, which is the opt-in page we created. That's the listing page. And the error page, let's say someone searched up sunseeker34.com/ water or something, some random letter, and then messed up typing it. Instead of just saying that it's an error, we want to redirect them to the right page. So what we're going to do is we're going to also do the same with YSA to the listing funnel, and we'll click on opt-in page. So even if there's an error, they'll still go to that page. Now, this is the important part, SSL. This is for security. So make sure we click that, and that's turned on. We create domain. There we go. You see it right there. Now, everything's connected. You don't have to worry about anything else. All you got to do now is go back to your funnel.
So how long will it take to be live?
It doesn't take very long to be live. It really depends on the provider. Sometimes they would take a few hours. Sometimes they only take 10 minutes. And sometimes they take 24 hours. So you'll need to be patient and see.
So with GoDaddy, on average, it's a couple hours, right?
It's a couple hours, yes. So let's go back to the funnel we had. The YSA listing funnel. The one that you put into your accounts. And right now, it's not the right domain name. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to steps, stats, contacts, and settings. We're going to click on settings.
So this is where you change your domain, also the name of your funnel. I think it's important. The name of your funnel.
Yeah. So this is also where you're going to change your tag. Instead of being in the shared folders tag, just change it to the tag that you want it to. So we'll change it to whatever tag we want, and we'll click. And you can only have one tag. And let's say you want to change and customize.
Trollable, they can just use the tag troller, so it's
a
listing for Trollable. Or if it's a center console, you can tag it center console.
Yeah. So whatever you want to categorize and organize all your funnels, that's the tag you want to use.
Or if you have 3 brokers in your team, you have Joe, Robert, and Bob, you can tag it Joe, or so because you know it's a funnel or whatever.
Yeah, and categorize it. And this is also where you want to name your funnel something into the boat. So I'm going to call it Sunseeker34. And we're going to click on domain. We're going to scroll all the way down, and you see our domain name right there, Sunseeker34. We're going to click on that, and now that domain is complete. We're going to scroll down. We're going to save and update settings. And now we have our domain. It's now live. Well, you might have to wait a little bit depending on the provider. So it's just about live. So we'll see that the end part might not look very pretty. So let's say it's going to look something like sunseeker34.com/opt-in 152609994. That's not very pretty. So that's what the end part is going to look like. So you're going to need to change that into something you want. So how do you get to that? You go to here. You go to Edit Page Split Settings. Click on the gear. And you need to edit that into something like Welcome, yes. Welcome. And scroll down, update page. And now, I don't think the page is live currently. It will change pretty soon, but that right there is going to change. Yeah. So now it's going to be sunseeker34.com/welcome. So I'm going to show you an example of that. You see here it says Sunseeker Manhattan73.com/discover. So congratulations, your page is now live. You just need to wait an hour or so, and domain name should be working fine. You can send these to people, and you also need to do the thank you page as well. So go to split settings, And you also need to edit that so the domain name looks correct. Oops, I correct.
Not
Press the wrong
correct,
button.
but just more attractive.
More attractive, yes.
So guys, we recommend you to watch this part of the video a second time or third time, and it's just about practice. You know, eventually after 3 or 4, maybe 5 funnels, you'll be comfortable and you will not need the video to do it. But if you encounter difficulty, watch the video again, go to the document that Jinso was referring earlier in this video, which show you exactly the tutorial from ClickFunnels on how to do it. I think this is the most challenging part of putting a funnel together, the most technical part, because the rest is more or less, you know, plug and play, click and drop, upload photos. But once you know how to do that, you pretty much set up. Next week, we'll do another tutorial where we will show you the whole automatization of the funnel with Woodpecker, because we don't want to overwhelm you. But if you can start practicing this week and creating your own funnel with your own URL and putting your own content and putting your first data room together, I think it'll be a great, you know, start already.
Let's say you want to share it. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the edit page. I forgot to share this with you guys. So if you want to share it, there's something called metadata. That's just the title for your site. That's just when you share it with people. It's just the information that's going to pop up to describe what it is. So you're going to go up to setting, and you're going to go up, go down, and click on SEO metadata. And you need to change the title of that. That's the title up here. Change the title of that and give it a description. And also give it an image that you want to use. So it will show you at the bottom. If people search it up on Google, that's what will pop up as. And if you share it with people on Facebook, for example, that's how it's going to show up. So it'll give you a little preview that you can see. But besides that, once you guys know how to edit a funnel, it's really like a breeze. You get through it so fast, and you'll start pumping out listings like clockwork once it just become habit and ingrained into you. So, any other questions? Vincent, any questions?
No, I think that was pretty good for first training.
Yeah. I guess
there's the buttons now and the pop-up. Well,
the buttons and the pop-up?
Yes.
Oh, we didn't add.
How do you connect them?
The buttons and the pop-up.
So people can start opt-in.
Receiving. Yeah, we should probably answer that next week.
Okay.
And see how to actually compile all your stuff together, either using Zapier or MailChimp or whatever CRM they might have.
Yes. Okay. So I think for this week training, this is pretty good. If you already know how to create your data room, okay. I really want to emphasize on the Fiverr website. If you want to improve the quality of your photo, a lot of people improve photo on Fiverr. A lot of people tune up floor plan on Fiverr. They can remove the background of your photo. So Fiverr is huge help for us to make sure that the from your raw material to the quality photo ready to be uploaded to your funnel. So make sure that for this week you really work on your data room, improving the quality of your photo with Fiverr, knowing how to import a funnel. Because what you can do one day, you can just go on Fiverr, find guys that do some ClickFunnels, have him or her design you a custom funnel, and then they will import. You can just import it to your own account. So it's important that you know how to import a funnel, like Jinso showed you. And I think domain name is also quite important. So once you know how to do that, you're set. And yeah, next week we'll carry on with the training. And but please share your funnel with us. Once you have your first funnel, just send us the link. And if you have questions, we can even pop on Skype and help you guys. But we're already excited to show that. We look at your guys' funnel.
Eric says, thinking about using Google Groups in place of a CRM.
To be honest, Eric, I don't know. I'm not familiar with Google Group. Might be a Google CRM. I always like to say that. So what is Google Group?
Google Group is just, well, it's what the name implies.
I'm not sure.
You can make groups with Google.
I mean, there's no better CRM than others. You know, the efficiency of the CRM is more about what you do with it. So I wouldn't recommend any particularly. As long as you use them, I think pretty much all CRM are good.
Well, Google Group isn't a CRM, but she's asking if you could replace it. But basically, it's like a forum where people can discuss together and, you know, make groups of people by using email, and they can connect each other, and, like, talk to each other. I'm not sure how that would work.
So I wouldn't want to give you wrong information.
Yeah,
but
we're not sure.
What I want to make sure, guys, is that you understood what we discussed today, and maybe we can carry on the conversation about CRM and things like this next week, when we'll see when we start to connect and gather all the email, and then after that, the week after, we'll start talking about traffic part. So it's kind of like a 3-step process. First, we need to learn how to design your funnel. Then we need to how to connect your funnel and gather the leads. And the third part is how to bring traffic to your funnel. Okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this this conversation. Eric will go on a little chat one-on-one with you about this Google group. So I'm curious also to learn about it. And so, but thanks everybody for joining our training today. And if you have any question, feel free to email me, vincent@yatsalesacademy.com, or PM me directly on Facebook.
So next week we'll talk about.
So next week we will talk about how to connect your funnel now, the real deal. How to make your funnel real live, so people can opt in. You will receive email. How to connect your sequence with ClickFunnels and all the good stuff. So next week will be amazing. And after next week, you have the automation that will be working for you. So, okay.
So we're gonna talk about the follow-up next week.
Yeah, we'll talk about the follow-up and how to connect all the email to.
Yeah, that's killer stuff.
Yeah,
that's killer stuff.
Really good stuff for next week.
All right.
Okay, guys. So thanks again for tuning in today, and looking forward to looking at your funnel. Okay. Talk soon.